Yep.
Hello VRML, welcome to this matchup between Spartan and Aurora. This is Minihat, I'm joined here by Hecken, and we're about to get this match underway. Spartan a new team, but familiar faces. Aurora, much the same. So Hecken, do you have any thoughts before this match as the team's ready up here?
Yeah, I do. Both of these teams are returning master players. You know, brand new team, new environment. We'll see how they can work together when they're going up against a team that should be, in theory, around the same skill level as them. So I think this will be a really good game to see if these two like new teams can work well with each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Expect there will still be some chemistry building to be done on both sides, but we already saw Aurora's debut performance, I think, a day or two ago. This will be the debut match, to the best of my understanding, for Spartan. Just heard the reset go through, I think, so maybe a brief delay here before we get things started. Looks like we did lose a player on Aurora. Or perhaps just some communication between the teams.
Yeah, from what I'm hearing, it's...
Chat says Caesar died, unlucky. Alright. So yes, we saw Aurora's debut performance against Inverted. And they took that match against Inverted. Inverted, a team of veteran, very strong players themselves. So definitely some impressive skills on the side of Aurora. However, on the other hand, we have some, master gold tier veteran players, some very veteran players over here on Team Spartan. So this might be a super, super good game. And I have high expectations. I think it's going to be fast-paced, back and forth. Both these teams currently competing on the ladder, but I dare say either one potential contenders for master tier spots during these mid-season tournaments. If you're familiar with, if you're playing in the league this season, you're probably already familiar with the new format. We have like a closed circuit master tier, which teams will be able to join at a couple of play-in tournaments midway through the season. So high stakes on these matches. All these teams going to want to be competing for a very few spots to get into that coveted master tier, and we could be looking at future contenders right here in this very game.
As the stacks will roll out, Aurora gonna get the headbutt, sending it over, missing their back stack. Looks like Moonface able to pick that up, covered by Voodoo, dancing around looking for the open pass, gonna cross it over. Looks like the Steel Skydiver. Steel's gonna back it out, back to Moonface, who's just gonna slowly work it up, look for that pass, find the open man, get to Caesar, who's on the roof, upside down. Once again, just go for a cut past the Steel, but a good interception by Callan. Waiting for the stacks before he eventually goes for the shot. It looks like just off the mark, dinging off the post there, and the stacks from Aurora will come in, sending it back out to Callan, who's going to reset it to Alduin. Alduin gonna just walk it up, sending it over to Spank. Spank going up to Voodoo. Voodoo just missing it, going to Caesar. Caesar's gonna try to clear it out off of a bounce. Gets to Steel. Steel gonna go for the shot, gonna hit, not quite there. Going back into the hands of Caesar. Caesar once again working it up. Going across to Moonface. Moonface going up to Steel. Unfortunate. Not entirely sure what happened there. Couldn't get a good view, but a lot of back and forth so far. Going over back to Moon on the roof. Back to Steel. Over to Caesar, who is stunned out, grabbed by Voodoo, and sent out through the tunnel.
Both teams playing very cautious thus far. No blood on the board, although that is about to change as Alduin wrangles the long clear and puts it in for the opening 2 of this game for Spartan.
The 1 minute 42 goal time. Somewhat of a long time to go without goals. So this is very back and forth, very even, dare I say. So Steel going to be able to take it out, going cross over to Caesar. Just a slightly missed off the pass. Going to hit off of Bowtie, going down to Saluna. Saluna going for the cloud shot, it looks, just off the mark to Alduin, who's able to recover as sacks come in, sending it over, but interception by Moonface. Moonface going over to Caesar. Caesar going in for the shot and able to bury it.
Yeah, really good passing sequence. This is exactly the type of play we saw from Aurora in their match versus Inverted, and I'm expecting to see a lot more of that throughout the evening.
Passing it over to Voodoo, who is inverted on the roof. Moonface just moving up slowly, gonna try to cut off the lane as Voodoo goes down, trying to get to Alduin, but not quite there. Saluna's able to pick it up and go for the shot, just dinging. Don't see that often from Saluna. Going back to Spank, who's going to go for the shot off the floor, just hitting some Geo. Back into the hands of Callan, getting stolen by Saluna. Saluna going to Caesar. Caesar sending it through. Gonna hit off Geo to Moonface. Moonface looking for a pass, walking it up, gonna get stolen back by Callan from the stack. Callan back to Moonface with a nice read there over to Saluna. Saluna walking it up, going back to Moonface. Moonface gonna try to take it in, but a stuff from Alduin. Really nice play there. And looks like Steel is gonna be able to pick that up, cross it over, but nobody seems to be there.
Yeah, a lot of steals coming in from both sides, really fast boosts. They're catching each other off guard, and good goalie play on both sides of the arena. That was a really nice dive from Alduin to give his team this offensive chance, which they are about to have, although perhaps it's going to get cleared right back out. Long clear by Saluna.
It looks like it's going to be back into the hands. Oh, never mind. Back to Callan. Callan going to try to send it through mid. Going to hit off the double diamond down into the trench area. Voodoo able to pick that up. Send it back through. Looks like in the pocket area, or by Cloud, excuse me. Moonface able to pick that up. Send it back to Steel. And they're just going to reset. Try to, work their way up. Clearing it through the tunnel. But going to bounce back in where Callan's able to recover. Waiting on his team to get into position, just taking his time to go up to Voodoo. Voodoo looking for the shot or to the pass. Callan able, oh my god, the passing in the bubble there was very nice from Spartan.
Yeah, that was a super nice sequence. You can almost see the goalie's attention flitting from one member of Spartan to the next, completely caught off guard by that shot from Callan. Puts Spartan up by a mere 2 points. A single goal separates these teams halfway through this first round.
I mean, looks like Callan, excuse me, stealing it, going up the right side of the arena, gonna try to get a back pass back out to Voodoo. Voodoo going, looks like back to Callan, but gonna hit off Geo. Moonface gonna send it over to Saluna. Saluna going for the shot, hits off of shield, but I think the goal was covered anyway. Alduin in goal, can't quite get it. The 9-meter 18-3 from Saluna on a goalie.
Indeed, 18-meter second throw, that's pretty quick. We know Alduin has good hands, but fortunately for him, let that one slip on by, and Aurora takes a narrow 1-point lead. 4 minutes remaining in round 1.
Looks like just a lot of back and forth here. Saluna going for the shot, able to drain that 3. Saluna known for her shot, just long shot, able to hit these consistent fast 3s.
Yeah, that was a
Aurora
great
really
shot.
Taking advantage of these, small slip-ups.
Yeah, fast turnover. Alduin got caught out of goal, understandably so. The turnover looked pretty unexpected, but Saluna capitalized right away.
Good dive from Steel, sending to Moonface with a nice duck. Able to get around Spank, going over, looks like to Caesar. Caesar not able to receive the pass as Voodoo dives, tries to send it out through the tunnel. Steel is there to recover. Steel sending it up to Moonface. Moonface walking it in over to Saluna. Saluna able to bury it up from the nice cut pass for the 2.
Yeah, Saluna is putting in some serious work for Aurora right now. She's being fed by her teammates time and time again, playing really far forward, and she is punishing Spartan right now. They're going to need to get it together. They are not out of this round 1 yet, but it's certainly looking like it's going to be an uphill battle for them with the way Aurora are playing right now.
Aurora just unrelenting with their pressure as Caesar's going to get a nice steal there. Sending it over to Moonface. Moonface juking out the stack. Gonna send it back to Steel. Steel gonna go down to Caesar. Caesar gonna send it through to Alduin. But Alduin gonna cross it over to Callan. Callan moving it forward over to Spank. Spank crossing it again to Callan. Callan gonna get stunned out there. Moonface isn't gonna be able to recover as he gives it to Caesar. Caesar going back to Saluna this time. Goes for the shot just off the mark. As Steel with the stack is gonna be able to get there, but the ding. Oh, those are the worst.
Yeah, Steel had a good chance there, although just as good for his team is going to be the wasted time. They are burning seconds off the clock here, and we still don't have an answer from Spartan. There have been so many points from Saluna in a row. They need to give some kind of an answer here. And so far they are struggling, as yet again Aurora have possession and are threatening, and Saluna again heckin'.
This Saluna with all these nasty shots, we expect from her. I'm still just baffled how she is able to hit these consistently.
Yeah, well, we did see Saluna on some of the very best of the best teams last season. I think she spent some time on Synapse, and now she is here and putting in work for this Aurora team.
Spank going for a pass to Voodoo that's just going to be off the mark. Voodoo able to recover, though, after a nice leech. Going to go for a shot off the backboard, just off target. Saluna and Moonface going for the disc. Moonface going to send it to Saluna with not the open goal. Going to get stunned out, but a nice ender, actually. Back to Moonface. Over to Steel. Steel looking for the goal, and he's able to convert. Back into the bubble. 39-second goal time. The passing and teamwork is really showing from Aurora.
Yeah, so that should do it for this round, just about. I don't think we're going to see any additional points here. They tried, but no. So it will be 4-14, and Aurora convincingly take round 1.
Yeah, like Aurora, with lots and lots of teamwork and individual skill as well. If we look at the stats here, Alduin with 2 points, Callan with 2 points, Caesar with 2, Saluna with 10, Moonface being the midfielder with 4 assists, and Steel with 2. It's the passing. Aurora really knows when to pass and when to solo, and I believe it's showing, you know, with these very highlight almost worthy shots.
Yeah, just insane performance from Saluna, but backed up really well. We see Moonface with a notable 4 assists. He has been hitting his teammate Saluna, and he's been getting fed himself by Caesar and Steel Skydiver as they forward the disc all the way up to their striker to get these points. Now, on the other hand, Spartan, look, you know, they're off to a bit of a rough start with that round here, but we saw some good team play. We saw that those couple of early goals that looked very convincing. They were distracting the goalie. They were taking really good cut passes in the bubble. So I'm expecting bigger things from them. Maybe just working out some kinks, building some synergy, and most importantly, getting over some nerves as we jump back into the action for round 2.
Looks like Spartan's gonna get the joust. Spank going for the shot. Looks like he gets stunned out, but still manages to sneak it in there for the 2. Good sign from Spartan being able to, you know, score first and early. unlike the 2-minute drought we had last time. So Aurora is going to be on the joust advantage here, as looks like it is going to be Steel Skydiver picking up the disc, going cross high to Caesar, crossing it over to Saluna, down to Moonface. Moonface looking behind him, looking for the pass, crossing it to Caesar, gonna bounce off some Geo, but Caesar will get there first, getting stunned out by Spank. Spank able to recover, moving it up the field, gonna go through the tunnel, sending it all the way down to where Voodoo was. Just an unfortunate grab there. Voodoo working it into the bubble, gonna try to get the back pass, able to get Callan over to Spank. Spank going cross to Callan, fighting off the man. Callan moving it up, getting stuffed by Moonface. Moonface going for the clear and boost. Alduin there, though. It's an open goal. Moonface going for the shot, and the nice 3 off of the stun of Alduin.
Yeah, Moonface, that's quite a highlight play. The steal, the clear, the steal again, and then the 3 half court. What a play from Moonface. He's been putting in incredible work on defense this entire game, but that's going to be a nice highlight for him.
Looks like Spartan working it up the arena, gonna go into the mid area. Looks like it's clear. It's Saluna getting stunned out by Spank. Spank sending it over to Callan just off target. Steel able to dive and recover. Gonna look for the open pass, just working it around, going to Saluna. Yeah, Saluna gonna cross it over possibly. Looks like a clear maybe. Couldn't seem to find the teammate. Alduin gonna send it through the tunnel down, and we will see the stacks come in. Callan moving it up with a man in the bubble, going for the shot, and the nice 3 off of the backboard. And this should be the start that Spartan really needs.
Yeah, looking like they might have worked out a few nerves here. I was sure Callum was about to pass that to Spank and take the 2. I think the goalie might have been sure too, but he just snuck that one in right there in the bottom pocket. That was a dirty shot from Callum.
And looks like immediately intercepted by Voodoo. Voodoo working it over to Callan. Just another missed pass. Callan going back to Alduin. Alduin gonna take his time, move it over to Voodoo. Voodoo dancing on the wall, gonna get stunned out actually by Saluna. Saluna gonna send it through mid all the way down, as Stacks will roll into Moonface with the open shot, and he hits it. Just the stacks from Aurora, and they're able to convert these 3s, is really astounding.
Yeah, I think the boosting, one of the biggest factors in their advantage right now. They've hit so many 3s on an open goal when Spartan almost had a goalie back in time. They are just nailing these 3s. They're very clutch with not a lot of time to get them in. We see Alduin or other members of Spartan often almost there. They just need to be a little bit faster in their boosting. I haven't really seen a lot of brawling come out from Aurora. I think Spartan are just having a hard time regrouping, maybe trying to still build that synergy. Some of these tactics do take time to develop.
Yeah, Spartan just clearly figuring out their team communications, because we've seen just a few missed passes here and there. Going over to Spank actually, who's just gonna send it in. Just forget what I said, but just able to work it in after a nice cut pass.
Yeah, no missed passes there. Callan threading that one just out of reach of the defender, and Spank did a great job finishing that off.
Yeah, looks like Aurora on joust advantage. Steel sending it to Caesar. Caesar going down to Moonface, and just again, Moonface gonna pass it back to Caesar. Caesar walking it up to Saluna just off the roof and unable to get it. Alduin diving for that, able to get back to goal without a problem. Voodoo in goal actually, but the slam dunk from Caesar off the nice cut pass from Moon.
Yeah, that's the type of play that just requires good communication and intuition about what your teammates are going to do. We've been seeing a couple of those type of plays from Aurora, and nice to see yet another one right there.
Alduin looked like he might have dived a little bit early, just misjudged it, as there's going to be some brawling going on in the tube over to Saluna. Saluna sending it to Moonface. Moonface back to Caesar, back to Moonface, who's just going to take it in for a nice right pocket. This passing and individual play is really something else.
Yeah, what a sequence from Aurora right there. We saw a little back and forth in the tube, a couple of passes, more back and forth. Spartan right in their face the whole time, giving them no room, and they still just walked that one up and shot it in.
Another missed pass going to Caesar to Moonface. Looking at the cut pass to Saluna, who's going to shoot at bottom. Just unrelenting, these guys.
That goal looked familiar. Looks exactly like the last 2 goals we've seen from Aurora, more or less.
Yeah, it's just these little individual mistakes, possibly due to chemistry or something else, but these little things are just what's killing Spartan, I believe, as they send another missed pass over to Voodoo, down to Spank, actually. Spank crossing it to Callan. Callan going for another same one of those shots, but can't convert this time with a nice save from Steel Skydiver. Spank gonna move it up, crossing it to Voodoo, who's has 2 on him, able to get the stun. Callan gonna get the disc back, gonna be able to, looks like a headbutt out of the defender's hand. Crossing it over to Voodoo, who's gonna look for the open man, back passing it to Alduin. Alduin going deep to, looks like Spank almost, but a dangerous shot right there, as it might have gone off his head. As they dance around, showing us the blue disc.
Yeah, that play was saved right there by Voodoo. I mean, he bought so much time, just the intuition to know that he needed to take a back pass there and reset instead of trying to force it when he had 2 passing options, but they were just both covered. That's the mark of an experienced player right there, and well done by him. Well-earned goal by the whole team, obviously, but especially wanted to shout him out for that hard read.
Caesar going down to Moonface, gonna go up to Saluna on shield, and just another shot. These Spartan defense really needs to tighten up.
Just one after another from Aurora. Saluna just racking up the point count now. I think she has 14 points in the whole match here, but Moonface with 8. I think all his points came in this round, so incredible performance from him thus far in round 2. Although with 2 minutes, both still in it.
Spank. Yeah, of course. Very much still a game, as a nice save from Steel Skydiver comes in. Back to Caesar. Voodoo able to get the stun over to Callan. Callan going for the shot. A nice 2-pointer to make sure to say, hey, we're still here.
Yeah, I think that Aurora was in trouble from the moment Callan made it up onto that ledge. Goalie did not know he was there until it was far too late, and that was a very nice 2 points, pretty much guaranteed once he had touched the disc.
Those backboard shots are very, very hard to save. So Moonface gonna try to buy some time, gonna be able to stun out Callan, who momentarily steals the disc, but not being able to stun out Spank, who goes for the shot just off the shield. Moonface gonna be able to go for a backwards clear, looks like, as people chase for it. Saluna able to pick it up, send it through, but Alduin's there. Alduin going back down, but Saluna there again. Saluna going for the cloud shot, it might have looked like. And the sacks from Spartan come in. Spank going down to Alduin. It's an open goal.
And that there is going to be the ice. So looks like Aurora are going to take this one in 2. Mostly thanks to a fantastic performance from Saluna and Moonface. Maybe we can see one more goal here from Spartan. For honor.
It's like another just bad pass there. Saluna is able to bury it, as she has done so many times during this game, and that will be GG. Aurora winning over Spartan in 2. The very, very nice passing and individual shots from Aurora, And I think it's just a lack of chemistry or just some tiny little individual details from Spartan that really killed them. They had a lot of easy missed passes and these shots that were so close but just couldn't get in. Sometimes it should just be a bad day. Who knows? But I think these teams should definitely probably end up playing each other again. And I think it'll be much closer that time. And it was already very close.
Yeah, I mean, Spartans opening debut here as a new team, and they did put up a good fight against what looks like a pretty intimidating Aurora roster here. Possession split almost 50-50. Just really good finishes from Aurora. It looked like they were operating like a smoothly oiled machine, but for most of that second round, Spartan very much in it, just lagging by 1 goal or so. Not exactly reflected in the final score. They had to start playing super aggressive towards the end there. And, they had that 1 3-point opportunity that really could have brought the game to a tie, but not quite able to do it this time. So looking forward to following both of these teams as we progress through the season. And I stand by my statement from the opening of this cast. I think either one of these teams could evolve into a viable contender for those coveted master tier spots as the mid-season tournaments happen. So super good game. Thanks for casting with me, Hecken. This has been Minihat and Hecken on this opening debut match for Spartan and the second match of VRML Season 3 Week 1. Until next time.
Season 3 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Asterion Products, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net.